Malibu, California. I think if you love something, you love every part of it, flaws and all. I think that this is relevant for both people and for places. I've been to Malibu, California a couple of times. It holds a special place in my heart for a variety of reasons. I'm driving a Tesla. I'm staying in Malibu. I have never been more happy in my life. All I want to do is just drive.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Sherman Road.
For one, it's in my blood. My parents used to go to Malibu all the time. It's also the first place that I ever traveled solo. I go back to Malibu, California because some of my happiest memories resurface instantly. So without further ado, here is my take on how to have the perfect cold and rainy day in Malibu, California. You become unstoppable when you do it alone. In general, I always go with a Tesla when renting a car because I love them. This time around, I didn't want to blindly just pick a Tesla because I wanted to try something different. I went with the BMW Z4. So, update, I don't know how to turn this car on.
We'll set that up, we'll have a session live.
I'm watching a video on how to turn it on. Don't ask me. My first stop was to get a chocolate vegan croissant. I went to this place in Beverly Hills and it was a literal sport to find a parking spot. I did 3 laps, literally. I was not able to find anything. So I ate a beautiful croissant outside and I really enjoyed it. It was flaky, buttery. Okay, this is a chocolate almond croissant. Oh my god. Oh my god. So now I am in a convertible all the way. I discovered my new all-time favorite beach in California. Okay, add this to your bucket list. This is gonna change your life. The parking situation is tight, but I went like in the middle of the week, so it was totally fine. And also it was like a rainy weekend, so no one wanted to be in Malibu besides me. There are picnic tables, there are like you can walk down to the beach and then there's like really cool rocks to take pictures around or just like sit on and meditate. I did a little yoga session, so that was super chill. And then I met this random girl at the beach and we did like a little mini photo shoot together. So that was fun. There are good people in this world that will guide you out of the dark. One thing on my bucket list has been to hike Sandstone Peak. I've literally always wanted to do this, so I'm excited. It is one of the tallest points in the Santa Monica Mountains, and it's about 3,111 feet to be specific. I was looking up on All Trails and it said about 45 minutes to the top, so I knew roughly. I walk faster, so I was like, I could probably do this thing in like 30 minutes up, have like a 20-minute buffer, and then 30 minutes down, and I'd be good to go. To make sure that I was gonna move fast, I made a dinner reservation at 7:15. I'm at the top of the peak, and I'm enjoying the sunset. I realize that everyone is slowly starting to leave. I'm getting a little bit concerned, but also my main priority is to see the sunset. As I'm walking back to the parking lot, or at least what I thought was the parking lot, I start to head in a different direction. Like, you know when you're taking a path and it just starts turning a different way and you're like, I just don't remember going this way. Instead of just absolutely freaking out and losing my shit, I was like, okay, that's not gonna help me freaking out. Like, I have to get to dinner. Turn around, I saw these 2 people that were like taking pictures. Thankfully, they were still there. And I asked them like, hey guys, do you know where the parking lot is? They were like so confident, you can come with us. In that moment, I was like, oh my gosh, like these are my sunset saviors. Sometimes time with people can be short, and that's okay. Cherish every moment because time and energy are a gift, and that's something that you're never gonna get back. I've always wanted to go to this place called Taverna Tony. Okay, I have dinner plans. Oh Alexa, what time is it? I have dinner planned and I have to be there in like 15 minutes. Oh my God. Basically, I was going with my friend and he's like way too generous. And so I didn't want to fight the bill at the end. So I just told them my credit card information and I was like, whatever the bill is, just like bill it to my credit card and then we'd be done with it. It was gonna be great. We were gonna have dinner, catch up, whatever. But the universe had other plans. So this just appeared. I don't know, I guess I have to like pump a tire. I've literally never done that in my life. So it says to drive below 50, so that's what I'm doing. Everything will not go according to plan. Always be ready to pivot. I was like, it's fine. I could park, eat dinner, and then deal with that issue later. Called my friend. I was like, I'm sorry, I can't go to dinner. And I thought he was just gonna be like, whatever, bye. He actually came to the car, looks at the tires, and he's like, yeah, that's a flat tire.
First thing would be to like look underneath the tires because that's what people do.
My friend turned to me and he's like, okay, you have 3 options. This is my favorite part about him always because he would give me options and then also tell me the risk tolerance for each option. Option number 1 was to wait it out. He actually had to leave at 10 o'clock. Like that was the deadline. Although I think he left earlier. So obviously he was like, gotta peace out of here. Option number 2, handle the situation remotely. So take the keys, hide them somewhere near the car. Option number 3, I could call another tow. That wasn't through Turo. The option I went with was the most risky option because it just sounded more exciting. And the most important thing is that I got dinner. I can't fall asleep until they call me so I can let them know, direct them and let them know where the keys are. It's 11 p.m.
It doesn't look like there's been provider secured for this 2 a.m. here.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
you gotta get some sleep. Oh my gosh.
You need to get home.
So it was just recently dispatched, so that's an accurate ETA, yes.
Okay, so that's good news.
After 20 minutes, if it's not yet there, just give us a call.
Okay.
So this is for it's a what, sorry?
There's like a thin styrofoam paper thing in the grass right next to the car and it's underneath that. This is such an exciting night.
You're changing the drop-off location, right?
Life is not always about winning. It's about fighting and never giving up. Then the host decides to frame me and say that I was smoking in his car. He threw a fees at me to basically replace the tires. I looked it up and I have 20 days to respond. Called a few lawyers to figure this out as well because I think he was trying to frame me. Like he literally took a nail and like added a little scratch on the tire. Yeah, basically said it was like a foreign object. I threw up a post on Reddit just to see what everyone was going to say. And apparently there's a lot of bad hosts on Turo that can basically frame you for stupid things. Basically, I wanted to put up a good fight. You know, we'll see what happens. Trust the timing of all things. Because I didn't have a car in the morning when I woke up and I had about 2 hours of sleep, I just walked over to the ocean and I did an amazing sunrise yoga session. When solving a conflict, remain calm, control what you can, and then let go of the rest. I negotiated with Turo to pay for my Lyft and the rest of my trip. Oh, they agreed, they understood the situation. I had the Uber pick me up. On my way over, I still work, like I have a 9-to-5 job, so I did have to take a couple of phone calls.
In terms of deal structure and even industry, like we're picking those 3, it's pretty flexible.
Got it. Okay, well that makes it. I went with the Buddha Bowl, which was acai topped with paleo granola, which is literally fire. I kid you not. Chocolate spread, which is like so good. Banana, blueberries, strawberries, raw cacao nibs, peanut butter, and then coconut shreds and raw honey. So this was a legendary moment for me. Face your fears, climb the mountain. The views at the top are incredible. If you don't know the next step, just take it and you'll figure it out. Okay, so something on my bucket list for a long time has been to climb Point Doom. Did it with this company called Rock and Rope Adventures. They are amazing. Now, this was insane, and I highly recommend it for anyone that's going to Malibu or anyone that just like wants to experience something really scary. Just do it. It's gonna change your life. I guarantee it. That was like the most amazing experience ever. Now it's sunny. Get to the sunset destination 20 minutes in advance and then take advantage of golden hour. I just love the sunsets. Sometimes dinner, then dessert is the move. I drove over to Santa Monica because I was kind of in the area. There was an amazing plant-based ice cream place called Frozen Fruit Company. They use simple ingredients. It was just freaking fire. Anyway, I just got like a couple of the entrees a la carte. Everything I ordered, the lady put in a separate box. And I'm like, you could just put it in the same thing. And she's like, a la carte. And I'm like, okay. The ability to make decisions quickly will help you progress in life much quicker. The plans that I had for the last day all involved doing things in the sun outside, and it was a rainy day. So I had to quickly pivot, use your resources, and solve the puzzle. To get to this waterfall, I had to jump over multiple rivers. The water was rushing pretty fast for a lot of them, so typically from, when I did my research when I was in Hawaii, you're not supposed to jump over or walk through a river if the water is flowing like higher than like the logs that might be placed on top of the river. And that's because you could be swept away just because of like the current. The water was kind of high because it was raining. So I found this like stay. Okay, now this was absolutely incredible. This waterfall changed my life forever. Malibu is so cute. Runs on the ocean when it is raining, or just like in general, runs in the ocean. Like there is literally nothing better. If you can't find parking in 5 minutes, just valet. Because I used to not want to just drop money into valet, but like at this point, I do not care. So I went to Malibu Farm Cafe. This guy just gave me his super bougie, and I've always wanted to go here. It's been on my bucket list for some time. Honestly, it was fine. It's definitely a tourist destination is what I've discovered. Overpriced and not my favorite. I'm just gonna be honest, okay? So it's been kind of an interesting day just because it's been raining literally all day long. Now I'm trying to figure out dinner and then dessert. So that's the issue right now. When napping in a Tesla, turn on camping mode and extend the chair back. It's super comfy, and honestly, naps solve everything. I'm gonna take a quick nap in the Tesla. It's actually super comfortable sleeping in Teslas. I've had to do it multiple times. Good night. Become friends with the ice cream scoop person to get more content in your cone and more samples. To finish off my trip in Malibu, I obviously had to get dessert. So I stopped at this place. They have keto, they have ice cream, and some of the flavors are vegan. This trip to the Boo was nothing from what I expected. I'm not gonna cry this time. So all the plans that I had in place that I literally scrapped together on the plane ride over, I don't think I looked at those plans once. I just really like this place a lot. I always feel so alive. I had a gut feeling that this trip was going to be transformational on a character development level versus being a vacation. Said I wasn't gonna cry. Here I am going crazy. I think the old version of me would have absolutely lost her mind. Not having a car would have like freaked me out. I discovered more things about myself too. That is literally the most beautiful part about traveling. You don't know what you're gonna get until you go. You really have to step into the unknown and just like let it be. Pain and conflict are the tipping point of growth and potential. So thankful that I had this experience. Now I know how to have the perfect day in Malibu when it's raining, right? So here's to those rainy days. Here's to dancing in the rain. Here's to embracing that throw up feeling. Here's to shedding old relationships. Here's to closing chapters. Here's to facing fears and traveling like there's no tomorrow. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful.